Hi, this next feature I'm going to show you is how to use the text-to-speech feature on the iPad. This is a very underutilized feature on the iPad, I feel, especially within the classroom, as there are plenty of kids that have accommodations such as tests being read to them, homework being read to them, and especially just daily work being read to certain kids, and sometimes only one teacher and not enough people to go around, especially to accommodate everyone in the classroom. So this is a great feature that we use quite a bit in my classroom. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the settings thing right here, and once I go to settings, I am going to look for the part that says accessibility. So you can see right here it says accessibility. That's what I'm looking for here, and I'll click on accessibility, and then you're going to see several features that are available to you. For example, you can see speech selection. You want to make sure you turn that on. Okay, so if I click on that speech selection, you're going to see I want to make sure that this is green right here, which means that it's on. Okay, if it's off, it'll look like that. So you want to make sure you flip it so it's on, and it will give you the option for voices too. Now, voices just means what language it will be in. Okay, so we want to make sure, at least for us, we're going to keep that in English. Now, here's the other part too. It asks for enhanced quality. I turn that on. I don't really see the difference either way, but I think that maybe the kids will after a while. Another thing to think about too is also the speaking rate. I want you to understand that the faster the speaking rate, it does go really, really fast. So you want to keep it closer to the left where you see the turtle and the rabbit, right? So you want to try to keep it closer to the left so that way it is at a slower speaking rate and the kids can follow along and understand. Okay. Another feature to turn on when you're in this is the highlight words, and what this means is as the iPad reads to the kids, it will highlight specific words to them so they can follow along word for word in the assignment, or if they lose their place, those words will get highlighted, which I will demonstrate in a little bit. Now, there's several ways to go ahead and make this work. What I found with the iPad is that it really seems to only read back to you things I would look at in Safari, number one. So if I'm using a different browser, such as Chrome or something like that, it doesn't seem to work. So I think it's only going to work with Apple-based products. And if I have a PDF, that will work through iBooks, and I'll show you how to download and use those in just a minute. So let's just say I went to Safari and I pulled up a web page. Let's say I pulled up something that I wanted to have read to me. All I would have to do is I would have to hold down my finger over a selected group of text, and it will give me the option. What do I want to do with this text? Do I want to copy the text or I want to speak? If I click on speak,
Blanche Dubois, the older sister of Stella that is about 30 years old. She arrives in New Orleans to give her sister the bad news that the family fortune...
So you can see the speech will go ahead, it will highlight the words as it's going along, it will read to you. And remember how slow we had the words going before. We didn't have them reading very fast. That's a pretty average pace, I would say, for kids to be able to understand. The nice part about it is you can stop, you can pause, and then when you hit speak again, it will then continue from where you were at before. So it's a really, really nice feature. Now, if you have a PDF, so I'm going to go and I'm going to download a PDF off my website here and show you how that would be read. So I have a PDF right here called Streetcar, and it's again, you know it's a PDF because it says .pdf. And if I click on that, I will have the option to open in different places. You can see up here, open in iBooks. If I click on open in, it will give me different options of different places I can open it in. Again, not being an Apple product, when I go to things like Adobe Reader, it didn't seem that it would want to read back to me. So if I open this up in iBooks, you're going to see that sometimes it might, again, take a little while to load. But as this opens up, now I have this Streetcar Ninja Desire Study Guide. And if I highlight text from here, again, it will give me the option to have it read to me. So if I can go here, I can click on Speak.
Tennessee Williams was born Thomas Lanier Williams on March 26, 1914, in Columbus, Mississippi, the son of Cornelius Coffin Williams and Edwina Dakin. The nickname Tennessee was not acquired until he was grown and attending college. Williams had an elder sister, Rose, who was later...
So you can see right there, it's a nice way to have the iPad read back to you. Again, we use it in our class quite frequently and have had some success with it.